Hello, RageQuitters, this is Greggs.
And this is Ryan, aka Blackbeard.
This is Mark, aka Mutsnuts, or aka Mark.
And welcome to Rising Storm 2 Vietnam Beta. We're recently given access by Tripwire, and this is their upcoming first-person tactical realistic shooter based in the Vietnam era.
The music kind of... the music definitely kind of...
Immersive! Oh, it's very immersive!
So I have it on good authority. This is Creedence Clearwater playing in the background, is that right, Mr. Lee?
It is.
Oh, is that right?
Yep.
Yes.
It is. It's got a lot of authentic Vietnam era music in the game. Pretty cool. I'm just hoping the Microsoft's Sam voiceovers make a disappearing act. So, so yeah. Anyway, let's have a quick look at the options menu. As you can see, we've got a ton of options to mess around with. We've got the sensitivity. We can set up all the individual controls. You can customize the graphics, the HUD, pretty much every single aspect of the game you can customize to your liking. If you don't have a kick-ass rig, you can tone down the video details, or you can ramp everything up to awesome. So yeah, it's
ramping down. That's for you, Ryan.
Yes, for me on my 970, all by myself.
Hashtag Ryan ramp down. That's a nice little. So yeah, the game is, like I say, the game is highly customizable and it caters to most users. All of this that you see is subject to change with it being a beta. Informed the next beta will be mid-May, so there may be some changes, but we'll update the video based on that. So yeah, what are your thoughts on the interface, guys?
Yeah, pretty decent. It's, as you're able to navigate around quite easily and make use of all the settings, especially for me on my 970. Feel sorry.
I think for a beta, it's all there. It's quite swish to use. There's no pissing about with ini files to change kind of resolutions and key mappings and that kind of thing. It's for a beta. The kind of interface is pretty well polished, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It is.
Yeah.
The helicopters are really hard to get hold of in the game when you're playing online, so what I decided to do is have a little mess around in the tutorial, the combat pilot tutorial map, and just get a feel for how the helicopters actually handle, which I'm pleased to say is easy to pick up but quite difficult to master, pretty much like the Battlefield games. But
it's not quite kind of GTA 5 easy, which isn't, I'm not saying that's easy, but it's a hell of a lot easier than a Battlefield series. But then, looking at your flying skills in this, it's also not that easy.
No. Special note here, you'll see I'm looking at the rotors on the helicopter. I was absolutely fascinated the way it actually increases speed gradually, which I think is an awesome little touch. Adds that much detail, and the audio in the game as well is absolutely phenomenal.
Yeah, it kind of matches the speed of the rotors, doesn't it? So
yep.
Really cool.
Yeah, as you can see.
Not before that, it appears to be no glass and no kind of reflection on the kind of side panels. It looks like it's just a frame that you get in and there's nothing in between it. Because you have some kind of like realistic glass, maybe kind of moisture on the outside, depending on weather conditions, that kind of changing as well. But
yeah.
I guess it is beta. There's going to be room for improvement anyway.
Yeah, or some reflections, or like exactly, yeah. But the helicopters themselves, they felt quite nice to handle. I mean, like I say, I'm really terrible at handling helicopters in the Battlefield games, and this is no exception. But it felt really quite intuitive to control.
I mean, that's a bit crap, isn't it? You kind of like just glitch through all the kind of scenery. Not like a Battlefield where you hit a tree, shit's going to get real. That you just kind of fly through it. It's not like it's there.
Yeah, this might be placeholder. I mean, you clearly see that a lot of the trees look like 2D bitmaps, but again, you've got to make some allowances for it being in beta. But
of course, yeah.
It's all subject to change.
When you're on the ground, the foliage and the trees look a lot more. For me, look a lot more realistic than it does when you're kind of up here, kind of looking down on it.
That's true. That's true.
That's one of my gripes with the game, with the actual foliage and, well, anything green really. It all looks really flat. There's no shading and there's no light bouncing off it. I mean, perhaps we are spoiled by some of the games that we do play that have got like ultra realistic wood wooded areas. But as you can see, going down there, you can see a lot of. It looks like Doom. The helicopter sort of spins around, and the trees spin around with it. It looks like a bitmap image, but again, you know, can't be too harsh on it.
No, that was a first class landing though, Greg.
Yeah, thank you.
Yes.
Yeah, it was my battlefield landing. So we're checking out the other helicopter here. The name escapes me. I can't see if I can. So as you can see at the bottom left hand corner, it gives you the details, which seat you sat in, and also the engine speed, etc. As you look, also if you look at the dials as well, every single dial appears to be working, which is absolutely amazing. Really cool.
What I've noticed from the last time we kind of watched this is the image of your helicopter at the bottom left. It's also based on like damage as well, so you can tell now you've knackered your rear rudder and your propellers, and you can see they all kind of change red.
Yeah.
Based on how knackered they are.
Yeah, that might actually.
You can see now spinning around like a lunatic.
Yeah.
Knackered your rudders.
Yeah, kind
rudder
of.
Or rear. What is it? Rear rotor.
Rear rotor. Yeah.
Although I've noticed there it says 100%, but is that referring to you or?
It's probably the speed, because I've actually got my finger on the throttle still.
No, if you look at it, 100%. It's next to it. It's got bullets. I think that's related to you.
Ah, okay, alright, okay. So here we have one of the many maps that is included with the beta.
I was just about to say that once you start getting stuck in the gameplay, you don't really pay attention to the foliage so much.
That's true.
No, I when I first came in there, I thought compared it to Battlefield, and you kind of look and thinking, graphically it's not as good. But once you like say get involved in it, and the audio, and how terrifying it is when you kind of hear things going off around you.
Yeah.
Like I say, it takes away from that. You don't need all that crazy, incredible graphics. You just feel so involved and so scared of what's going on around you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good point. Yeah, very good point. It is, like I say, I mean, I might overuse this word, but it's incredibly immersive, and as you say, the audio is absolutely phenomenal. I think all of us have got 7.1 surround headphones, and the directional audio, the guns sound absolutely phenomenal. The sniper rifles are absolutely devastating, especially when you get someone nails you with a headshot. It's like black screen, pop, massive pop, and I've got separate channels in my headset, and I've got a subwoofer, and I can actually feel the subwoofer kick in, and it's poof around the side of my head when I get headshotted, and it's really quite an experience. It's nothing that I've ever experienced in a game, really.
It's very impactful when you're on the receiving end of a headshot.
Yeah, it is.
You are stunned by it.
Yeah. Quite literally, yeah.
I'm trying to think of the word now. Where there's obviously a lot of gunfire coming down. It's kind of that's it, suppressing you.
Yeah.
Not only in the game, obviously in Battlefield you get a little bit of a blurred kind of going on around you, but in this, the kind of suppression, everything blurs, the audio changes, everything changes. That you do feel a little bit kind of scared about it. It's thing like I don't really stick my head up because it's all kicking off around me, and that's something that you don't really get in Battlefield. You get a little bit of that, but it's not at this kind of level.
The thing is, in Battlefield as well, if you get shot in the body a couple of times, you're good because your energy will replenish. But in this, if you get shot in the body a couple of times, that could be fatal, especially if you forget to bandage.
Exactly, and obviously in the Battlefield and COD kind of things, and you can tell the direction where you're being shot at from as well. This one, you've fucking no idea. Yeah. You're getting shot, but you're not quite sure where from. Yeah,
I think the only indication you get is the traces and the impact marks at the side of you, which...
I mean, we spoke about this before, about you can see the players running in front of you then, and every now and again you get a little icon to show it's like your player, but that guy running up the roof there, he's obviously, you can't tell if he's yours or not. You get no indication that he's actually friendly or enemy, and you've no idea. You get like a little bit of a blue icon or a friendly icon to say it's yours, but it's too late to make that snap decision that whether to shoot him or not.
Yeah, you've got to basically
friendly fire as well. You've got to, do you shoot him? Do you not? It's based on where they are, what they're dressed in, the kind of uniform that they're playing. Like the guy in front now, you're not quite sure unless you aim and like zoom in him. There's a bit of a split-second delay between do you shoot him or is he friendly or not.
Yeah. It gives a real sense of a good sense of urgency and panic in all at the same time.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, it's like you have to basically be aware of your teammates, and you've got to learn their sort of appearance and the silhouettes and the costumes and stuff. And from a distance, it's very easy to mistake them for the enemy, and you can shoot them. I've done that before. You shoot them in error, and it's very tense.
So tense.
So tense.
Oh, God.
Yeah. As you can see, we've got quite a lot of classes to choose from. Plenty of classes there, and one thing I do like about this game, and which annoys me in Battlefield, is there is a limit to how many classes you can have at the same time. Whereas in Battlefield you can have as many scouts as you want, and it's just a sniper fest. In this, you actually have a limit of how many classes you have at the same time, which is great.
It creates a better balance, definitely.
Definitely.
Yeah, it does. Yeah,
yeah.
It can be a bit irritating sometimes when you're frantically trying to choose which class you want, and they're all taken. You just end up being a grunt. But again, from a kind of balance point of view, it's so much nicer. Like I say, not having a sniper fest. Everyone like picking the same class and just trying to dominate the kind of the field.
Yeah.
A lot nicer, a lot kind of better way of kind of creating the game where you're very, very limited in the kind of classes you've got.
Yeah, I'm just showing my absolutely terrible skills here. Did you see the bullet ricochet off the tree earlier on, a few seconds ago? That was a panic moment. Yeah, it was literally came out of nowhere, and I was like, whoa, just run behind this wall.
Panic!
Yeah.
I saw earlier when the bombs were dropping off how the vision blurs, and that's what you were on about, wasn't it, Senior? And I forgot about that, how it blurs and creates that more panic because you can't.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
Your visual goes. So then you think, I need cover. Even though you're not being damaged, your health is still okay. It's just finding safety.
There you go. Look, another headshot.
That was me.
So yeah, the graphics for the most part are really good. The maps are absolutely huge. I think you have up to 64 players, so that's 32 on each team, and it never gets dull. There's a lot of stuff going on. There's the option to dig into the trenches, so you can effectively create a spawn point for your team, which is a nice touch. As the Viet Cong, and this guy just rinsed me. He rinsed me so many fucking times. Seriously, he rinsed me so many times. It's a
tough map, is that one? It's a really tough map.
Yeah, it is. Especially when people.
Really this map. This map was really enjoyed this map. It's quite different from the kind of burned out forest to the kind of lush village with a lot of greenery and stuff. It's quite cool, but there's so many points to kind of hide and dig down.
Yeah, there is. So it was just the three of us on this map, and it was 2 against 1.
Yeah, trolling each other.
Yeah.
Just getting a feel for the game, I think, weren't we? Just learning the ropes, and rather than embarrassing themselves online with other people. But yeah, the scopes as well. The guns. It's typical Tripwire. Yeah, highly realistic. I say realistic as you can get for an in-game weapon. They can scope down the sights. You can actually use the iron sights over the scope. You can just press a button, it actually toggles iron sights and scope. Oh, what's happened here? Oh, boom.
Oh, there's my brains all over sandbags.
Yeah.
Whilst there, you wouldn't mind picking bits of me up, would you?
I'll just shoot you a few times instead.
Oh, yeah, make sure I'm dead, yeah. Close coffin.
I think we noticed in the kind of menus you can obviously adjust the gibs and stuff. Obviously, it's not the same of kind of like Killing Floor 2 sort of thing, where you shoot them and different limbs fall off and heads splatter over the place. It's a little bit less brutal than that, but still, it's a brutal game.
It is very brutal. I think they've done it quite well, actually. They've handled it with, a little bit more grace than a typical zombie shooter, because it's humans rather than zombies and aliens, so it's a little bit more sensitive, which is nice.
Yeah, it doesn't feel too arcadey in comparison to Killing Floor or Battlefield. Well, you mentioned this last time, how coming from Call of Duty to Battlefield, we felt like Battlefield was a big upgrade, a step up.
Like ultra realistic compared to the arcadey kind of feel of COD.
Yeah.
This is that kind of step up again, isn't it? It's like taking the difference between COD and Battlefield and taking that kind of extra leap forward with this.
Yeah.
So much more realistic.
Definitely. from the movement, from the mantling, the strafing, the way the weapons handle. As you can see them moving around, and the whole weapon moves around with you as well. So you've got to account for that sort of sway and ballistics, where when you're fighting, otherwise you just end up just shooting mid-air, because the recoil on the guns is rather ridiculous. So for people who are used to playing Call of Duty with like pretty much zero recoil, especially on the more futuristic games, it's going to be a massive culture shock for them. But again, it's a very welcome addition. It's a nice breath of fresh air from playing the other games. He killed me a lot, did that guy.
And the other one, Requiem.
That must be gutting, considering you look exactly like Gordon Freeman yourself.
Yeah. He's supposed to be the saviour, he's supposed to be the one free man, and he's not. He's just a guy who likes killing people.
Machine.
Yeah. So again, this map was a control point map, wasn't it? There was two. I think there was two modes with the beta. Was the control points, which is what we're playing now, and also like a team deathmatch mode, which was basically.
It's just me, but this kind of map reminds me a little bit of kind of CS:GO kind of thing. I don't know if it's that kind of urban warfare a little bit more.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah. Yeah, we died a lot on this map. I remember.
We did, yeah. I know I did.
And this kind of
Oof.
Yeah, just there.
That's me that got killed there by Gordon.
The doorway, we were kind of get absolutely bummed in his doorway.
Yeah, Gordon, I'm going to shoot you, Freeman.
Yeah. There's a lot of bottleneck points in this map.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, what happens here?
Oh, I think this is me trying to get over the map, and then it turns out you kind of glitch out and you can't get over there.
Yeah, she's bleeding very fast.
I am. Oh, yeah, we need to discuss this. We are taking Bravo. Kind of like Microsoft text-to-speech, kind of like horrible voiceover.
Yeah.
We talked about the kind of the audio and the music and stuff, and it's so good. But then you listen to the voiceovers, and it's horrible. Obviously, blatantly a placeholder for what's going to come.
I hope it is.
It kind of takes that kind of immersion away. It's so fake and so like a fake British accent. It doesn't sound pretty, does it?
No, and it also takes away a lot of the authenticity of the game as well. I mean, you've got a lot of native language going on with the Vietnamese, and obviously the Americans are speaking English, but the Vietnamese are actually speaking their native tongue. So to hear Microsoft Sam announcing stuff, it just really takes you out of the game. So again, hopefully we'll see a much improved announcer when the other beta drops. We'll see.
Yeah, definitely. You'd expect so, wouldn't you?
Yeah, you would definitely. Oh! What the flipping heck was that? Oh my god.
Yeah, was that a body or was that a gun?
that was a body.
Wow.
Exploding 100 feet into the air.
I really enjoyed this map. I found it very intense. Favourite word of the week.
Yeah.
And it was a lot going on. And last time I mentioned about the helicopters, there was a lot of helicopters that felt like they pushed you into the bunkers.
Yeah.
For cover. And then I made much more use and familiarised myself with the tunnels.
Yeah, you said I'm rubbish, sir.
Yeah, I got that one wrong.
Yeah, also it is a game changer when the vehicles come out into play. I think I haven't seen the land vehicles. I'm assuming this is just an air vehicle affair. I've not seen any. I've seen land vehicles as like props, but I've not been able to drive them, so I'm guessing this is just strictly a helicopter affair. But it's certainly a game changer when you get a couple of people in helicopters. You've really got to be careful. When you're in infantry, you've just got to be so careful and use the tunnels to your advantage.
Look at the accuracy.
Yeah.
Honestly, I was on that.
And that is absolutely brutal, and there's not much left of him.
No,
yeah, he's not bandaging those wounds at all.
No, he's bleeding heavily from every orifice.
He certainly is.
You might get patched up with a plaster.
Yeah, this is all us together. Look, all our squad together, looking at each other and thinking.
Shitting ourselves in a bunker.
Yeah, thinking.
No one dare move. Good. I'll go from one corner to another corner.
Yeah, thinking what do we do now? As you can see, you can resupply people as well. We've each got our own traits, where you can supply bandage people and little bits and pieces like that, which is pretty good. I also love the way the guns animate as well. You can actually see the bullets being fed into the gun through the belt and coming out the other end. The brass is just the ejecting brass as well, and the audio that accompanies that as well is really cool. You can actually hear it hit the floor, which is a very nice touch. As you can see, the place is being bombed to shit. Yep.
And you can tell the difference between this and other games where you kind of run around like Rambo and go, take you all on.
Yeah.
You can't do this in this. Can you?
No.
It doesn't take a lot before you're dead.
No. Yeah.
You know, a few well-aimed shots and it's game over.
It certainly is.
Yeah, you have to be a lot more strategic with your movement.
Yeah. Also with your fire button as well, you can't just hold your finger down, otherwise you just shoot mid-air, as I said before. But you've got to be really, you've got to have a trained trigger finger basically.
Of which we have not got.
Indeed.
And that's it.
That's it.
Yeah.
Definitely a good game. I look forward to the next opportunity we get with when the next beta is released.
Yeah.
Definitely. Yeah, it's like initially I thought, you know, coming from the kind of Call of Duty, Battlefront kind of games that I really, really love, I thought when I first dropped into this, I thought, because I'm one of these kind of people that I love graphics and I love how pretty something looks. And this initially when I dropped in, I thought, all right, okay, well, you know, I'll give it some time, but I was just blown away by, like, so the kind of we've used it before, how immersive it is and how scary it is and how real it feels and how scared you don't stick your head above like a you know a kind of trench. You feel like something bad's going to happen at every kind of corner, and you're constantly aware of what's going on around you. Totally different experience to a normal game.
Which is a very good reflection of if you was in it.
Exactly. It's like, it kind of represents war, as it is dirty, dirty war.
Yeah. Yeah. So which means you need to play the previous games. You need to play the Red Orchestra, which got Tripwire where they are today, which is started out as a mod for Unreal Tournament, if I recall correctly, a long time ago. So you need to check out that, and also check out Red Orchestra and Red Orchestra 2 and the other mods that came around with that, because it's very, very similar experience in terms of the way the game handles, the way the game plays. But yeah, it's a game, a series that sadly I never really got into because I was too busy playing Killing Floor probably. But I like this, and I will go back and play the other games just to see what it's like and how things have changed.
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
Yeah. So folks, this is our preview of Rising Storm 2 Vietnam, developed by Tripwire and Antimatter Games, who have done quite a lot of work for Tripwire in their previous titles, so definitely check it out if you get the opportunity. We will be giving away some beta keys, so if you do want some, give us a shout, we will hook you up with some, and you can check it out for yourselves. So I've been Greg's.
And myself is Ryan, aka Blackbeard.
And me, Senior, aka The Mutts Nuts.
Yeah, I hope you enjoyed it, and we'll hopefully see you soon.
Ta-ra!
Bye-bye!
Hello, RageQuitters, this is Greg's. Oh, you fuck.
Let's go. This is Ryan, aka Blackbeard.
Just fucking wait.
Oh, you could have just gone with that.
Shush.
Yeah, that'll be a decent outtake.
Fucking.
Right, we're going to wind it again now. We'll wind it.
Right, play after 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1, play. Hello, RageQuitters, this is Greg's.
This is...
Hey! You go
okay, Ryan, you go next.
Alright, this is Ryan, aka Blackbeard.
Let's start again.
No, keep going.
No, it's too late now. I've rewound it.
Everyone.
Right.
If you
Ryan
next, just carry on.
So it's Greg's. No, it's Greg's 2K2, aka Greg's.
People know as me as Greg's, or Greg's 2K2, yeah.
Greg's, I'm Senior, and you're...
Who's going after Greg's?
You are.
No, oh, okay.
Are you sure?
Yeah, definitely sure.